Please, someone... There's an armiger injured on the road outside Seydanin. So much blood! They need help! I'm not exactly sure. The buoyant armiger was accompanying Canon Valasa on a mission for Lord Vivec, but something terrible must have happened. Canon Valasa sent me to find help. She's on the road just outside of Seydanin. Will you help them?
What is it?
Outlander, a word. By order of the Deputy Governor of Seydanin, which happens to be me, the lighthouse is closed until further notice. On the other hand, I seek an outlander who's willing to do a little work. I need someone without ties to the area to look into a matter for me. It seems the lighthouse was broken into. The flame was extinguished. As a result, a ship crashed along the shore. There were fewer bodies than expected, both living and dead. I suspect slavers were involved, which means they had help here in town. I find that unacceptable. Discover who doused the lamp fire. They'll lead us to... I need to... By the time we were alerted, it was just a typical sailing ship from the mainland. I suppose it carried the usual complement of cargo and travelers eager to reach our verdant shores. I don't believe, ever since our agreement with the Pact went into effect, slavery has been outlawed throughout most of Morrowind. But all we did was drive the slavers into the shadows. This whole stinking event has their bloody fingerprints all over here and in all of the territories controlled by the great houses that support the EbonHeart Pact. If you stray into Telvanni or Dres territory, though, the practice remains strong and vibrant. Hence my current. We are just a small outpost along the Bitter Coast, but I like to think of us as the gateway to Vardenfell. From here, Vivec City and the other inland locations are easily accessible. Governor O'Melian is in charge, although I contribute as necessary.
Allowed up here. She asked you to... an outlander? Isn't it enough she stuck me up here to guard the flame indefinitely, but now she's looking for help outside the house guard? Findon sent a barrel of his finest ale for Watch Captain Bethel. Look, once I heard the crash along the shore, it was all I could do to get moving and raise the alarm. Cherish's water loves to loiter near the lighthouse. Maybe she noticed something. If you're intent on doing your job...
Do you mind? Your dirty foot coverings are contaminating my pond. So direct you are. It makes my tongue wither and the answers dry up in my mouth. Go and bother. Now you insult me? I'll have you know I can take care of myself. Linden collects it from a secret location where the sea meets the swamp in perfect harmony. Contains just...
I hear that. Is that for cherished?
Ah, that feels much better. Now that's the proper way to ask the question. As a matter of fact, I did notice someone near the lighthouse that night. You keep asking the wrong question. I did not see anyone that night. I felt them. They made ripples in the water. I prefer my waters to remain still, calm. Brian.
An outlander. I can never seem to get enough of your kind here. What? What did you say? I suggest you leave now before I set...
Despite all the... Word of advice. Don't mention anything about the tribunal to the governor. He's not happy with...
Not now, citizen. I'm up to my... Really, Outlander, it's commendable that you're trying to learn our ways, but the words of the tribunal...
You're an adventurer, aren't you? That's a good one!
That's something to do with the tribunal, isn't it?
Oh, that's from the Dark Elf scriptures, isn't it?
Welcome to our shop. Keep it down. We don't want to attract undue attention. But already? Let me see. Oh, it's... Oh, right. We're not supposed to talk about ordinators in the tribunal in such a public place. But it feels good to be doing holy work for a change. And such... Oh, that was easy. I put a sleeping draught in the ale they ordered for Watch Captain Bethes's birthday. The guards were unconscious within the hour. I hope I can be...
Is this on straight?
Unfortunately, the wreck of the vessel provided no additional clues. The young woman who works with the grocer. I doubt the Tribunal would ask her to do something so reckless. This is disturbing. This parchment feels just like... Not if I don't want him to know I suspect that he's working with the slavers. Or not the office. He keeps it in his private quarters, accessed through the guardhouse. But I'd never suggest that you sneak into his quarters and steal a blanket. Back again? That's odd. We haven't done a search of Firemoth Island since Governor Emelian declared that what I think doesn't matter. Attack before the soldiers have been assembled? That's not a prudent course of action. We need to muster our forces, make plans. That's a distress signal, and it came from Firemoth Island. No time to prepare. We have to rescue the slaves. Soldiers, to the ships! We sail for Firemoth Island!
My eternal thanks.
I owe you one.
At last, I'm free.
Someone attacked the governor. This guard will live. Did you find anything important on fire? So the governor hoped to use the Morag Tong to cover his tracks, but this note...
Took it. Governor.
Sergeant, where's Governor Emelian? What happened here?
The governor struck me from behind and fled.
The governor seeks to escape justice. Up!
I have the first part of your quest now. Sure.
Someone help! By the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Warden.
Now you gotta, like, group up.
But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those words, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle.
Lord Vivec, protect me. That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you. The Daedric Prince Azura. We sought guidance in a matter that concerned vile creatures from oblivion. You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. The buoyant armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to... Where are you from? Lynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell. You don't know Lord Vivec, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no... Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivec City. Lord Vivec sent us on this holy mission to record...
Bah! Dull clod. Ah! You are a...
Those monsters. It's too dangerous. What am I... Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Seydanin. Vivec be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb. As the saints declare, the Tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Take this scroll with Lord Vivec's inquiries. I've already lost precious time due to the buoyant armiger's wounds, but I suppose... I'm not quite sure, and it wasn't my place to ask. When your living god gives you a task, you say, Yes, my lord. The questions... Few of my contemporaries can boast of a luminary such as Farina Andrino occupying... Who'll sow the seal? It's like... Before we go in there and face those monsters, I want you to know how much I appreciate your aid. Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra. Careful. The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance. Summoning chamber. I'll call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivec's questions.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, descendant?
My Lord Vivec has inquiries that only you can answer, my lady. My companion will present them, with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivec's questions. Ask the warrior poet's questions. Ah, Lord Vivec always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. The heart remains seen. An enemy of old, yes. But not the one that Vivec presumes. So Thassil imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing energy to study before returning it. Loss will come, he foresaw, but not until the collapse of...
I hope that's what Lord Vivec needed. Let's talk outside. Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, I need to return to Vivec City. Have you been there? It's amazing. Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hanging in the sky above. You should meet me there so I can introduce you. Just between us, I understood neither the questions up to you. Some things aren't meant for mortal. Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Saint-Denis to check on my original traveling companion. I'll be along shortly. When you get to Vivec City, head directly for Lord Vivec's palace. Once there, I'll make introductions and we can tell the warrior poet everything we've learned. Of course, as I said, the tribunal consists of our 3 living gods, Vivec, Almalexia, and Sothusil. They lead us in spiritual matters and rule over Dunmer society as god monarchs of the Dark Elves. Unfortunately, no. The Dunmer houses bow to the tribunal, but the savage Ashlanders refuse to acknowledge their divinity. The heretics.
Okay. And if you look through here, I stuck a path.
That's insufferable. If you're here about the property, you'll need to return later. I'm dealing with
So,
Until recently, Bulan
gotta remember how to do
my
it.
tenant. When I learned
It's
she
easier
used my
to
property
do
to run a skooma operation, she broke
on
into
my
my office and absconded.
big computer. And so right through here, when you go through the woods,
Place tarnishing my good
up
name.
through there's the town.
If you recovered the deed and key,
And you come down here and there's this bridge. I added all of this land. Yeah, with the water, remember? And we did all this. It turned out really good, by the way. Like, outstanding fucking work. Good job. And then if you come through here...
I feel ready for the battleground.
To the barrel. And then there's a hiding spot right here.
Please, Vivec!
This is the person who helped me at the tomb, my lord.
Lord Vivec, we don't need the help of this outlander.
Oh hush, Archcanon Tarvis. Outlanders have their usefulness, and this one intrigues me.
As you say. I'll be in my office if you need me.
Step forward, friend of Levoul, and let us speak. Canon Levoul says you helped him in his mission. As I have written, the one who helps my ally becomes my friend. Despite the Archcanon's concerns, I greet you with sincerity and pose a simple question. Will you assist us further, Outlander? I have ordinators and armigers at my disposal. Vast armies of followers and dedicated priests. What I don't have, however, is a fresh perspective. Will you set aside your personal goals for a time and become the eyes and ears of a god? Good. I need assistance to investigate a strange phenomenon that the Ancestor confirmed may indeed be a problem. We'll start with a simple divination ritual. Archcanon Tarvis can tell you what we need to delve into this mystery. The situation that troubles me has taken a toll on my Archcanon, but he's a faithful servant. Tarvis will do as I say, and I say we need your assistance. Find the Archcanon in his... The Daedric Prince. I suppose the same events that concern me might interest Azura, though she could just as easily be the source of these troubles. Red Mountain, strange Daedra, and then there's... well, we'll talk more about it. Levoul's ancestor assured me that a source of power remains safe. As for the rest, let the guess ripen in the mind, and only speak when the fruit grows certain. I require more information on these matters, hence the need for the divination.
Ah, Outlander. Lord Vivec trusts too much to put his faith in one such as you, but who am I to question my god? I suppose he sent you to me so I could put you to work? Did he say which task he wants? Ah, yes. We do need to perform a ritual to reveal the nature of the phenomenon that vexes Lord Vivec. Now, despite my objections, Vivec believes you were sent to help, so I'll do my best to assist you. Go to the ziggurat that's still under construction and tell the Overseer that Lord Vivec requires the Blessing Stone. Then bring it to me in the palace. You receive a simple errand in the service of Lord Vivec, and countless questions form unbidden in your mind. Ah, the ignorance of Outlanders, how refreshing. The Blessing Stones serve as repositories for small amounts of Lord Vivec's power. They allow his favor to permeate sanctified locations. We need such a stone to power the divination ritual. If you haven't guessed yet, the phenomenon interferes with Lord Vivec's power in unusual ways. It will be safer for everyone if I perform the ritual by using the Blessing Stone. Even if I told you, you wouldn't comprehend it. Lord Vivec's senses eclipse those of mere mortals. Suffice it to say, he feels a disturbance in the flow of energy throughout Vardenfell. He seeks to discover the source of that disturbance. Offend me? You give yourself too much credit. No, I feel the same about all Outlanders. This is tribunal business, best handled by tribunal resources. However, Lord Vivec sees signs and portents everywhere. It's the poet at his core. Volcano is simply a volcano, and not a harbinger of doom.
If the volcano gets any worse, I'm packing up my ad.
This one doesn't. There are rooms that can, though. Let's look at this mansion.
Thank you for help.
Oh, don't mind.